months, we began dating, and everything seemed great. Sophia knows everything about my family history because I wanted her to be prepared. In fact, she was the one who pushed me to try to introduce her, claiming that things might be different now that we were all adults. One of my favorite things about her is that she constantly looks for the best in people. I eventually agreed to introduce Sophia to my family at a dinner party last month, and then everything started to fall apart. The main difficulty began several days after the dinner. Sophia began to receive weird phone calls and messages from numbers she did not know. At first, she responded with heavy breathing or immediate hang-ups. Then they started leaving more weird voicemails, labeling her stuck up and cold for turning down a better option. Some of the messages included exact data about her work schedule and what she wore that day, proving someone was watching her. Sophia didn't realize it at first, but a couple of voices reminded me of Ethan's high school classmates. This gang of boys still goes out with him and basically follows his orders because his parents give him money to spend. When Sophia blocked those numbers, they simply began phoning from new ones. Then Ethan's pals began showing up at the hospital, appearing to be visitors but actually lingering around the pediatric wing where Sophia works. They would look at her for hours, making loud comments that she could hear. Last week, one of them followed her to her car after she worked the night shift. She was so horrified that she contacted me, crying from inside her car, afraid to drive home in case they were monitoring her. I had to come pick her up and drive her car back while my friend followed us in his car to ensure we weren't being pursued. Sophia has begun experiencing panic attacks before her shifts, and her coworkers have realized something is plainly wrong. Yesterday, I finally got enough evidence to approach Ethan. I had voicemail recordings, messaging screenshots, and hospital security camera footage that showed his friend stalking Sophia. I visited our parents' house where Ethan still resides and showed him everything. He just sat there smugly smiling as I spoke. Then he looked me directly in the eyes and stated he had no idea what I was talking about, but maybe if Sophia wasn't such a spoiled brat, no one would feel the need to teach her a lesson. Something inside of me snapped when he said that, and I hit him in the face. Ethan immediately began screaming as if I had tried to kill him, despite the fact that it was only a little nosebleed. Our parents rushed in, and of course, they lost it at me, not him. They didn't even look at the evidence I tried to provide to them. My mother became enraged over her poor baby boy being attacked, while my father yelled that I had always been jealous of Ethan and needed professional help for my anger issues. When I tried to explain the harassment, Mom said Sophia was probably flirting with Ethan at dinner and is now playing the victim because she was caught. Dad urged me to leave his house and not return until I had apologized to Ethan and gotten my head straight that I am writing from Sophia's flat where I have been staying since last night. She finally fell asleep in the other room after crying for hours, frightened of going to work tomorrow. Sophia's supervisor has been understanding thus far, but she is concerned that if the problem escalates, she may lose her job. She enjoys working with children in pediatrics and should not be forced to give it up because of my insane brother. I really don't know what to do anymore. Every time I think Ethan cannot go any lower, he proves me wrong. Our parents are absolutely encouraging his actions and have been gaslighting both me and Sophia about what is happening. The police will not take action unless there is more direct evidence linking Ethan to the harassment. Sophia is terrified her job is in jeopardy, and my family treats us as if we are the problem. Has anyone ever dealt with something like this? How do I keep Sophia safe while dealing with such a toxic family? Should I do more to capture everything that happens? Any advice would be highly appreciated. I'm at my wit's end. I hope that's what you were looking for. Let me know if you need anything else.